Hey everybody, welcome another rapid fire video. I am joined by Lawrence Fowler, the director of a new horror film called Jack in the Box. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Good. How you doing?
Very well. You're in the hot seat. Are you
Good.
ready for me to fire some questions at you?
I think so. Let's give it a go.
All right. All right. Start off an easy one. What was the first movie you ever saw?
First movie I ever saw. Oh, I can't remember. The first one I remember having a really strong impact on was Jaws. I was way too young and I saw that.
Oh,
Let's
I
go
love it.
Jaws. I was fascinated with sharks as a kid, and yeah, it was a big mistake to watch Jaws a bit too young because it gave me a fear of water for a while.
It's a common thread between horror fans. When you ask the similar question, it's always I was too young to see that for the first time.
Yeah,
I think that's what drives our love for these things because you're chasing that fear. You're chasing that feel of adrenaline.
absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely.
what was
100%.
what was the first horror movie you can attach a memory to?
The Shining. Well, it depends how you feel about Jaws. Some people think that's pretty scary, but The Shining was the one that I saw that when I was again way too young, and really struck a chord with me. I think it was the first horror film I saw where I think up to a certain point I always thought horror was how can I put it? Quite over, quite supernatural in the form of like vampires and monsters, that type of thing.
Mm.
And The Shining was the first time I'd really seen a horror film about people and what people are capable of, and ghosts, kind of unusual type ghost story. So The Shining was a little bit of a game changer for me. And again, I was way too young. So.
Well, to put it really simply, Jack in the Box is a killer doll movie, I guess you would say. What's your favorite
Yeah,
type of killer doll movie, or do you have a favorite of them?
my favorite is The Boy. I absolutely love The Boy. And although our film is, a traditional kind of creepy doll movie where the doll is actually haunted, I really like the unusual twist. I wouldn't ruin it for people who haven't seen it, but I'd recommend checking out The Boy. It's just it changes kind of your perception of what a doll movie can be, and yeah, I'd check it out.
Awesome. Were you a fan of the sequel? Did you get a chance to see that?
I haven't seen it yet. But I haven't heard great things. So,
No,
have you seen it? Yeah,
yeah, I was not a fan of that one. I like the
I've
first one.
heard they've completely gone back on what made it so good. Like I think I'd heard that they'd again spoilers, but
Yeah.
I'd heard that they'd undone the good work. So I mean,
Yeah,
I don't understand that, but
yeah,
yeah, I'm yet to see it.
excellent. What's your preferred movie snack when watching a movie?
Sucker for popcorn.
Yeah,
A good sweet and salty popcorn. Yep, from the cinema, nice and warm. Sounds good with a Pepsi,
excellent.
or nachos. Nachos, can't go wrong with nachos.
That's hilarious.
Although the cheese sometimes
They don't
stings.
they don't really do the nachos in cinemas here like they do over there or in the States. Like it's not as big a thing down
All
here.
right.
Strange.
No, it's not. It's not huge down here. I think the common one is popcorn, which is probably the same as you and the rest of the world. But
Yeah.
yeah, can't be a good nacho every now and again.
Do you have a non-film related hobby?
Yes, I'm a huge Man United fan. I love football or soccer, depending where you're from in the world. So I support them through thick and thin, through the most of the misery of the past 10 years, and I love playing golf,
All right.
which is yeah, two hobbies I love. Yeah.
You might be able to combine your filmmaking skills with golf and make a golf horror film.
That would be great. I'd love to make a Happy Gilmore sequel. That'd be amazing. My favorite film. But yeah, golf and horror.
There was a
How do you
movie.
picture that? How would that go?
Well, there was a movie back in the '80s called Blades, and it was essentially Jaws on a golf course, and it was the massive lawn mowing machine that came to life.
Nice. That's quite good. I'll check that out.
It's actually pretty good. What next? What would your final meal be if you knew it was your final meal?
I was on death row. Wow. McDonald's.
Yes.
Cheeseburger and shit. I'm not. I love going out for fancy meals and all that stuff, getting dressed up, all that stuff. But it can't be a good McDonald's. Cheeseburger and chips. As good as it gets.
That's probably the first honest answer to that question, I reckon.
If I'm going Porsha, it's good Italian, meatballs or something, spaghetti. But
Yeah, nah.
I'm being honest. McDonald's.
That's right. Let's not be pretentious here. What's your favourite dessert?
Chocolate brownie. Chocolate brownie with some whipped cream or any
So,
form of
chocolate
cream.
brownie, would that be hot, like in soft?
Yep, with the kind of runny chocolate sauce.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good.
Getting quite hungry now.
Sorry about that. If you could go backwards or forwards in time, which direction would you go?
Backwards. Yeah, it would be good to go back to childhood for a little bit. Yeah, I'm not really someone who's massively kind of I like to say thinking about the future and kind of future technology. I quite like. I'm someone that lives mentally in the past quite a lot.
Yeah.
And enjoying sort of previous memories. So I think I'd go back and revisit some good times, but or maybe even further than my life, just go and see some history, events of history. Would be good.
Well, that leads to my next question. If you could go back to watch one movie from history for the first time ever, what would that be?
Blade Runner was pretty amazing when I first saw it. The problem with Blade Runner when I saw it is it'd been out obviously so long. I'm only 31, so it'd been out so long, and it's so iconic that you can picture the incredible cinematography, and you can just picture it even if you haven't seen the film. It's just so iconic. There's so many images of the film around. I would love to just go to the cinema for the first time, not have any kind of preconceptions of it, and just watch it for the first time. That's my phone, my work phone.
That's awkward. Right. You can take the call and reveal your secret.
Shall I let it ring out? Short.
It doesn't matter. You can let it ring out.
It'll stop in a second.
That's all right. There you go.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No.
Blade Runner.
Yep. Good answer. Well, this is the final question: is what's something that you remember getting punished for as a kid?
I remember just very distinctly kicking a football and smashing one of our house windows. I'm more than happy with that. But
yeah.
Still alive today. Got away with it. It's all good.
That's right. Well, Lawrence, thank you so much for indulging me in some stupid questions. But before I let you go, let's plug the movie. Jack in the Box is released down here in Australia on DVD and video on demand, October 13th.
Fantastic.
Everyone should, look for it, hunt it down, watch it. I think it's fantastic. The second film is on the way. How far off is that?
We finished it. It's currently, they're planning the release, so working on the poster art, stuff like that. But we're hoping for either a late this year or early next year release for the sequel. So, guys, I really hope you enjoy the first film and follow the series, watch the second, and yeah.
I endorse that. And if you're watching this video and you haven't seen the previous one, which was my interview all about Jack in the Box, go back and have a look at that on the Good Movie Monday social media pages. Thanks so much for your time, mate.
Thank you too. It's been real fun. Thank you.